Red Fox, the comic legend who inspired other greats such as Richard Pryor, as well as Eddie Murphy. He shined in movies such as Cotton Comes to Harlem, Norman, Is That You?, and Harlem Nights in 1989. Fox is listed at 24th in the 100 greatest stand-up comedians. Not many could ever match Red's non-verbal comedy. His expressions could speak louder than his gravelly voice. Red dominated the 70s as Fred Sanford, one of the greatest shows in American history. The word legend doesn't do him justice. He was that and so much more. Deon Wilson, best remembered as the charismatic Lamont Sanford. Born in 1946, he is still with us at the age of 77. He was not only a TV star of the 70s, but he also continued acting in the 80s with The New Odd Couple starring Ron Glass. Only appearing in 17 movies and shows total, he has still made a lasting impact in entertainment history. He also appeared in The Love Boat, All in the Family, and even Eleanor's Beach in 2023. Deon is also a successful author and has appeared on Broadway as a child. Deon Wilson, the definition of a man of many talents. Leanda Pige. She played the legendary Aunt Esther. She and Fred might be the greatest comedy rivals to ever hit the TV screen. The battle of wits they had could rival any comedy tandem. It was like Ali versus Frazier. Leanda had done stand-up comedy, but never acted when Red asked her to join him in Sanford and Son. She appeared in 48 episodes in the series' history. She would go on to appear in over 35 movies and shows, including Friday with Chris Tucker and Ice Cube, as well as Don't Be a Menace to South Central, starring Sean and Marlon Wayans, Family Matters, and 4 appearances in Martin. She sadly passed away in 2002 at the age of 81. Melvin Slappy White, the stand-up comic who played the TV watching buddy of Fred Sanford. He passed away in 1995 at the age of 74. Melvin worked with Red Fox as a comedy duo called Fox and White. They met in Harlem in 1947. He would appear in 16 movies and shows. Red Fox would bring Melvin in to join him on Sanford and Son to get his old partner some work and exposure. After just 6 episodes, Slappy White would sign a $1 million contract to work in Las Vegas. Raymond Allen. He played the husband of Aunt Esther, who was named Uncle Woody. But did you know Raymond Allen was not the first Woodrow Anderson? No, that honor went to DeForest Coven. As funny as he was, for some reason that's unknown, they changed actors and went with Raymond Allen. Perhaps because no one plays a drunk as well as Raymond, and that was a big part of Uncle Woody's character. As a 30-year fan of Sanford and Son, I can say it was the right move, as Raymond gave such a mellow and sophisticated attitude to balance with the loud and commanding Leanda Pige, but could turn into Woody the Wino the following scene, and we would 100% believe he was drunk. What a talented actor indeed. Lillian Randolph. To us Sanford and Son fans, she will always be Aunt Hazel, the overbearing family member that Fred throws a wedding cake at. Born in the late 1800s, she lived to be 81. She appeared in over 100 movies and shows, 2 of them being Sanford and Son. Perhaps best remembered as Annie from It's a Wonderful Life, the talented lady will always be Aunt Hazel, who, as Fred says, never looks sweeter. Jack Manning lived to be 93 years old, and in that time he appeared in over 60 movies and shows. He appeared in the second episode ever in Sanford and Son history, Happy Birthday Pop. But his second appearance was more memorable as a well-class citizen in Beverly Hills that Fred stumbles upon in his own bedroom.
thought you folks were gonna be away for a weekend. But I just came for the TV.
Take the television. Take anything you want.
He even went on to make a similar appearance as the one he did in Happy Birthday Pop in the show Sanford, the episode called Dinner at George. The tragic ending to the young star Ray Vidy is one surrounded in mystery and sadness. The young actor has appeared in over 30 movies and shows. He appeared in Sanford and Son, What's Happening, and the movie 9 to 5, just to name a few of them. His last appearance as a main character was in the show The Quest in 1982. While he was in his own home, he had been shouting some religious statements and Muhammad's name had been mentioned as well, and this continued for 12 hours. The police were called, and upon arrival, the police alleged Ray lunged at the officers, who in turn hit him with the baton. He tried to leave and was struck once again. Ray ran again and fell, hitting his head on the side of a swimming pool. While handcuffed in the back of the car on the way to the hospital, Ray stopped breathing and he was pronounced dead. A tragic ending to a man who was just sitting in his own home. Harold Fong. Just 2 appearances in Sanford and Son history, but very impactful in his small amount of screen time. His appearance in just the 2nd episode ever, Happy Birthday Pop, is so good he even starts to make Red Fox break character with a smile. He appeared in 80 movies and shows, with Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke in 1979 being his last one, passing away 2 years later. Perhaps his best line being in his last performance on the show Sanford and Son.
What I always say, eat for an hour, then you won't be hungry again.
Lynn Hamilton's first appearance in Sanford and Son's history was actually as Lamont's landlord. It was early in season 1, and they cast Hamilton as a one-time character, but they decided to keep her around as Fred's new girlfriend and soon-to-be fiancée. By a sheer coincidence, Leanda Pige, who played Aunt Esther, had a real-life sister named Lynn Hamilton as well. For some time, people believed that the two to be sisters, but in reality, they were just great friends and never related. This was actually confirmed years later by Deon Wilson. Matthew Stymy Beard. Beard appeared in 3 episodes of Sanford and Son as the very comical Otis Littlejohn. He played a friend of Grady, and his highlight episode was when he helped Grady with the money for the Social Security check. Beard joined Red Fox in the spin-off series Sanford as well in the episode with Sammy Davis Jr. But did you know he played another part as a kid? Stymy from Our Gang Comedy. Beard was one of the few who found success in TV and movies later in life. And his trademark hat? A gift from the legend Stan Laurel from Laurel and Hardy. The legendary Fritzy Burr might be one of the most recognizable actors in Sanford and Son history without ever being able to name a character she did. Ironically, she appeared in more episodes than Uncle Woody, Officer Swanee, Melvin, Janet Lawson, Leroy and Skillet, and even the great Ah Chew. But we often forget about the lady who appeared in 10 episodes as 9 different characters. She might have always played someone new, but her insult battles with Fred were second only to the great Esther. Nathaniel Taylor was an electrician at a Performing Arts Society of Los Angeles when a friend suggested he go try out for a part in a hit show Sanford and Son. Nathaniel was able to read for the part with Red Fox himself. The fact that both, being born in St. Louis, got to start talking about their hometowns and hit it off immediately. Fox soon told him that he had got the part, which would turn out to be Rollo Lawson. Becoming great friends, Nathaniel would work alongside Red in the spin-off series Sanford, where there was no Lamont, in 1981, and in 1986 in the Red Fox show as well.